Okay, today we are going to have a lab which the purpose of this lab is to determination of bacteria present in the environment, okay? And then the second one is to identify the spores and mold. Okay. Firstly, my name is Nadira Razali. We are from group 7 and today I'm going to introduce to you all the items needed during this lab. Okay. For the first one, we have a Bunsen burner. And then we have a tripod stand. This is the wire gauze. And then we have a beaker. And we have the holders. And then we have the wire loop. Okay. And this is our babies for today. What is this? Okay, who knows? Nobody knows. Okay, I know. Okay, this is agar that contain nutrient which used to grow our bacteria and spores. Now we have the immersion oil. What's the function of this immersion oil? Anyone? Doctor, you want to answer? No. The function of this immersion oil, we need to use it when we observe our slide under 100x of microscope. And then we have water. And then we have malachite green. Okay, so that's all of the equipment we need during this lab. Okay everybody, so we start with our first task, which we want to determine the cleanliness of our parts of body, environments, place and things. Okay, for the first step, we have 5 petri dish which have been labeled as A, B and 1 to 3. Okay, firstly, we want to determine the cleanliness of the air. So we have 2 petri dish, which is petri dish A and petri dish B. So the petri dish A, we want to expose it to the air for 1 hour, and petri dish B, we use it as a control, so we just close the petri dish. Okay, so we decided to expose it outside the laboratory. So let's go. Okay, now we want to expose the petri dish A to the air. Okay, we open the lid. Then set time for 1 hour. Okay, let's wait for it. Done. Activity, we want to determine the cleanliness of our hand. So we divide the petri dish into 2. Okay, 1 part for unwashed hand. Okay, and the second part for washed hand. Okay, first we try on unwashed hand. Okay, open the petri dish. This is unwashed hand. Okay, close back, and let's do for the second part, which washed hand. Okay. Okay, dry. Okay. And swap on the agar. Then we close the agar, the petri dish, and incubate for 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. Then we want to determine the cleanliness of part of our body, so we choose my face. Okay, so we swab on our face. And then take the petri dish and swab on the petri dish. So we incubate in the incubator for 24 to 48 hours. Okay. We want to determine the cleanliness of things. Okay. So now, okay, this is phone. You will use your phone every day, isn't it? Most of the time you will touch your phone. So are you sure that your phone is clean? You don't know, isn't it? Okay, so let's do an experiment on the cleanliness of phone. Okay, firstly we swab phone. Okay, take some picture. And then swab on the agar.
and do the same step. Incubate in incubator at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours.
Task, we are going to identify bacteria with spores. First, we have to smear the bacteria. So, first, we have to heat up our loop until it is red. Come on, red. Here we go. Red. Okay. This is to sterilize the loop. And then, we put it in water. We put it on the slide. Okay. Then we heat up the loop until it is red. Alright. Then we take the bacteria, which is Bacillus OG. Take it. Close it. And put it on the slide. Approximately 5 cents. And then the loop we heat up to sterilize it. Right. Then this slide we air dry and heat it. Slide it until it is dry. Right. Next, we want to stain it with crystal violet. Put a few drops of crystal violet onto the smear for 1 minute. Make sure the crystal violet is cover the bacteria smear. 1 minute starts now. Now we wash off the stain. Until clear. Until the stain doesn't come up. After we wash out the stain, we blot dry the slide. Not until it is wet or dry. And then we put it immersion oil. Okay. After that, we cover it with cover slip. Done. Start with the next smear, which is more complicated. Is it complicated? We try it first. So, we heat up the loop like the first one to sterilize the loop. Heat up until it is red. What is the red doesn't come out? Okay, done. Okay, red. Put it first, and then you put it on your water. Push the water and place it on the slide. Then we heat up the loop to make it more clean, more sterilized. Alright. Then take the bacteria. Lose the bacteria. And put it. Oh, put it. Put it on the slide. Smear it. Approximately 5 cents. Okay. And then in the loop we hit. Okay. Finish it. Where's the holder? Okay. Air dry the slide and hit it until it is dry. Yeah. Right. Then we put a few drops of malachite green. Cover the smear. Put this slide on the beaker for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes. If the malachite green is not covered, cover it. Add the drop. Alright.
After 10 minutes,
After 10 minutes, the slide, you have to wash off the stain. Wash the slide with running water slowly. Okay. After 2 minutes, we wash off the slide until the stain come out. Put on the slide. Wash off with slowly running water. Okay. Clear. And then we block dry. And then we put immersion oil. Okay. And we cover the smear with cover slip. Done. Let's find out what bacteria in these two slides. The first one with the crystal violet, and the second one the malachite green with the saffron. So first we observe the bacteria in the first slide.
For now, we want to identify bacteria and mold using wet mount. So first, we use the concave slide, and first we add a drop of water on the slide. But before that, we have to sterilize the loop. And we add a drop of water on the slide. Okay, then we have to take a little bit of mold from the colony. Okay, we have to take a little bit of mold from the colony, and we use a forceps. And then we put on the concave slide. and then we have to cover slowly the slide with slide cover.
Cover slip.
Today we are going to stain our sample, which is unwatched and watched. So let's watch out the step. Okay. First, we need to heat the wire loop until it's red for sterilization process. Okay. And then we need to take drops of water and place it on the slide. Okay. And then we need to reheat again the wire loop for sterilization. Alright, and then we can take our unwatched sample. Okay, and then we will put it on the water and smear it approximately to 5 cents. Okay. And then we sterilize back our loop. Okay, and then we need to close our bacteria culture, and now we need to air dry our sample. Okay, dry it. Okay, after we have air dry our bacteria, now let's move to staining process. First, we need to stain our sample with crystal violet for at least 1 minute. Okay. Cover all the bacteria sample with crystal violet. Alright. Okay, and then we wait for 1 minute. We wash our first stain. Okay, wash it. And then we need a we need to pat it with tissues. Okay. Okay, pat, dry. Oh. Okay, after that we need to stain with the second stain, which is iodine, for another 1 minute. Cover our sample with iodine. Okay, and then wait for another 1 minute. Okay, so now we wash our second stain, which is iodine. Okay, next we need to pat dry our sample like usual. To decolorize our slide by using alcohol. Okay, just take as much as alcohol you can, just to ensure the stain is out. Hold it 45 degree. Just put as much as alcohol you can. Just let the alcohol run through the slide. Okay, after that you need to pat dry the slide again. Okay. Okay, and then you need to again the last stain of the slide with the safranin for 2 minutes. Okay, there's another hands. Okay. Alright, and then wait for 2 minutes for the stain to work. Okay, now we wash the safranin. Wash carefully, and then we pat dry our slide again. Okay. And then pat dry. Okay, and then we put some immersion oil and cover the slide with these things. Just 1 drop of oil. Alright, and then cover it with the slit. Okay, now our samples are ready to be observed under microscope. Let's go.